Hey guys, this is Xelian here. I'm bringing another narrated Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against an old friend of mine named SHOTTA. I battled him a couple battles ago. I think it was in number 6, so go and check that out if you want to see SHOTTA just absolutely poning me. This one was a slightly closer match, so I decided to save and record it, and it was pretty good. So we both lay up our rocks, and then he yawns, and then U-turns on my obvious switch, because I don't want my employee to go Betty by. So then I U-turn on his U-turn thingy, and I predict him to go for a bullet punch, but instead he just goes for another U-turn. So we're all just U-turning all over the place. He goes for a Suicune, presuming I have the Ice Beam and a Hydro Pump, but I actually have the Grass Knot, so that's going to take him by surprise, and that's going to hurt his Suicune quite a bit. If it wasn't that Calm Mind, he would have died right there. So he goes to the Hidden Power Electric, and that is going to take down my Empoleon, but his Suicune is very damaged right now. So I can just go for the Thunderbolt right now and take it down. But I think I predict the switch. Yeah, I predict the switch and I go for the Shadow Ball, hoping to kill the Uxie, knowing that Shadow Ball will probably also kill the Suicune. He goes into Lucario, thinking I'm Specs, which I am, obviously. And I go into Gyarados, predicting the Swords Dance, hoping to bring him down to +1 instead of +2. But luckily for me, he just goes for the Shadow Claw, which is kind of odd on Lucario. I don't really see Shadow Claw too much. I go for Waterfall, just, as an attack. I didn't go for the Dragon Dance setup because I just did not feel like it. He goes out to Immense, and I have the Ice Fang on this Gyarados, and I know that even at -1 I can take down this Salamence no problem. But he kills me off with a Draco Meteor, and I see the Life Orb, so it's a Mixed Mince. I go into my Flygon, and I predict the switch right here, and I think I go for the U-turn. He doesn't want to stay in Eden Outrage, so he just goes out to his Scizor. I go back out into Sero, and I know that Sero can wall this thing pretty well, and I can burn stuff, and I know he's not going to like burn at all. So I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, obviously. So now I really don't want to take a Draco Meteor, because I know I cannot live one of those, even at full health. So I go out into my Snorlax, because this is a Curselax, so it's very specially defensive. And I'm just going to eat these Draco Meteors pretty nicely. So I know that he's going to die to his burn next turn, so I'm just going to take this opportunity to set up a Curse. He goes for an Outrage, and that's going to hurt a lot, except not really, because it only does like 1/4. So now I have a Curse up, and with my Beastly Special Defense, and now Beastly Defense, and I know that he only has physical attackers left with Scizor, Lucario, and Flygon. I can take pretty much anything. I barely live the U-turn right there, and I go for the rest on the switch, and that is just awesome because I get all of my health back. This is not a rest talking set, actually, so I'm going to have to stay asleep for a little while, nor do I have the Chesto Berry. This is not a Resto Chesto. I'm thinking about running Chesto Berry. I might. But, I just like the leftovers because of the survivability. He sets up the Swords Dance, and I am not liking that Swords Dance at all. I am not liking that. I'm gonna have to let Snorlax be death fodder, and I did not like that at all. That was very sad face. So I got into Flygon, and I'm pretty sure that I can take a +2 extreme speed, except not really, but he switches out, fearing my Earthquake. But I make an epic predict right here, and I go for an Outrage, predicting him to predict my Earthquake, and go out into Flygon. And his Flygon goes down to my Outrage, and that was just pro right there. So then he's just going to bring this Scizor, and Scizor is going to do what Scizor does, and go for the Bullet Punch. I know he's locked into Bullet Punch, and I can hit everything hard that he has left with Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt and finish off the Scizor. So now it's 2v1 with my Jolteon and Zero versus this Lucario. He goes for extreme speed. He can't risk taking a Thunderbolt, and I can't risk him setting up, so both of us do the kind of obvious thing. And now he goes for the Shadow Claw. I'm immune to close combat and extreme speed, and the Swords Dance won't really be any good because I have the Will-O-Wisp. And I missed my first Will-O-Wisp, which kind of made me very upset. I was worried that I was going to lose there just because of a missed Will-O-Wisp. And, but right now it looks like I'm going to be okay because between the Burn, Life Orb, and my Sucker Punch, he is going to go down. And that was good game, SHOTTA. I'm glad that we were able to have this rematch.